haven't made a video since like last year. So, and it's not for a lack of wanting to make a video. I have wanted to make videos, but there's like so many things to talk about, yet nothing to talk about all at the same time, that I don't really know what to put into a video. And I don't know why, because I've never really had an issue just sitting down and talking to you guys. But lately I'm like, no, there has to be a reason for me to make a video, and if there's not like a concrete reason, then I don't need to make one, and that's not necessarily true. So I thought I would kind of sit down and talk to you guys about some of the things that I have going on for 2017, some of the things that I've wanted to incorporate into the new year. And I know that I've done a live video on this on Facebook, and I don't remember if I kept it or not. I a lot of times go live and then don't post the videos. But I don't like the terminology of New Year's resolution, because I feel like when you say resolution, it means that you were doing things that were bad in the previous year that you want to get rid of. Like, oh, I need to change all this shit because new year, new me. And it's like, no, 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 no. I don't think that living my life is bad. I don't think that the things that I do in my life are bad. There are things that I may want to incorporate in my life, or there are things that may not be working for me that, you know, I want to try something new. You know, there are things that I may want to change, but it's not that, you know, even if you do something that is bad, like, well, bad, like, let's say that you have an unhealthy habit, like smoking, like me, I'm a sugar addict, and, you know, you're like, oh, that's so terrible, those things are so bad, you know, the next year I'm going to change them, I'm going to stop smoking, I'm going to stop eating sugar, I'm going to, like, you can't just abruptly change these things and expect them to stick. You know, people that smoke cigarettes, they make them happy. They help with anxiety. You know, there are reasons that people smoke, other than the fact that they're addicted. But there are reasons that people smoke. For me personally, sugar, it tastes good. It makes me happy. But it makes my body feel like shit. It makes me crash. You know, there are things that are just like ice cream. Ice cream is like my love. But I'm lactose intolerant, so I eat ice cream and it makes me feel like shit. So this new year, I've decided that there are changes that I want to gradually make. I want to make lifestyle changes, not abrupt, nope, I'm done eating sugar changes. You know, we kind of went through and we got rid of a lot of the junk food in the house that I really didn't need to eat. You know, we haven't rebought any ice cream. I've been trying to eat better, because now Ari is to the point to where when you're eating something, she stands up to you and wants whatever you're eating. And if I'm eating something that's shit food, I feel bad giving it to my daughter, and I'm not going to give it to my daughter. So that's a big motivator for me, and eating better and for Kevin to eat better is for her. As well as it makes me feel better. You know, I've started working out again, because there's a little bit of baby flub that I don't like, but working out makes me feel good. You know, my mom and my sister-in-law are tracking calories and all that, and I started doing that, and I'm like, no, like, I'm not trying to lose a shit ton of weight, you know. I just want my body to feel good. I want to feel good about what I look like. I want to feel good about what I'm putting into my body. And those all take time to make those lifestyle changes, and so we're kind of making little adjustments at a time. So it's been good. You know, on days where I don't want to work out, or I don't work out, I'm not kicking myself in the ass for it. I'm like, that's okay, I'll just make sure that I get back on it, work out tomorrow. So that's been good. One of the other big things that I've been wanting to do is I've been wanting to take more me time. And there was a commercial that I probably told you guys about 1,000 times, but it was around Christmas time, and I don't even remember what the hell it was for, but the message was, you know, there was like little kids playing, and then like it like fast forwarded to us being adults and going all the time. And it's like, I miss being, you know, I miss having that time as a kid when I did something just because it made me happy. you know, as adults, we feel like we have all of this responsibility and we do things because we're supposed to, or we do things because we have to, or we feel like we have to. Like, you know, I don't really read a whole lot. I feel like my goal for 2017 should be to read more. Well, why? Do you want to read more because you enjoy reading, because it brings you joy, or do you want to read more just because you feel like you have to? So one of my big goals for this year is to start to incorporate more me time. I'm a mom, and so I felt for the longest time that I shouldn't be entitled any me time. I shouldn't have me time. My me time is now devoted to my daughter and to my husband, and that's just not true. In order to be the best me and the best mom and the best wife that I can be, I need to be able to have that time to myself doing something that I thoroughly enjoy doing. So, I've also kind of incorporating into that, have started, and I don't want to call it a book challenge because I did really bad on the last couple book challenges that I've done, but I have, you know, one of the big things is I want to read again in 2017 because reading brings me a vast amount of joy. I love being able to get sucked into books and just go away into other lands and enjoy characters and just like live 1,000 lives through reading. So I'm through 2 books. I started reading the author's Jennifer McMahon, and I like fell in love with her writing style. The first one was Winter People. The second one was Don't Breathe a Word. Both were fucking awesome. And so I went on to Amazon and I found 3 more of her books, and I found them used with Prime. So I got like all 3 of them for $12. So I have Promise Not to Tell, Island of Lost Girls, and is it Dismantled? Dismantled. All by the same author because I love her so much. So I'm really excited to start reading those. I started reading, which my book is actually in my lunchbox. But I'm a big Gilmore Girls fanatic, and so Lauren Graham came out with a kind of like memoir-y type, not a memoir, autobiography, talking about Gilmore Girls, and it's called Talking as Fast as I Can. So that's my current read, as well as Self-Healing with Reiki. That one I am also currently reading. And then also on my to-read list is, I have like 1,000 things on it. I use Goodreads, like 1,000 things to read. But I found this and like immediately had to get, like I walked into the bookstore, saw it, bought it, and left. It was like less than 5 minutes. It's called Witchy Mama, Magical Traditions, Motherly Insights, and Sacred Knowledge, by Melanie Marquis and Emily A. Francis. And I think I found it at the perfect time because I have really wanted to be able to figure out how to maintain that spirituality and be a witchy mama while having a daughter. And I feel like, you know, it's really, really hard, and other people make it seem like it's really, really easy. And so, you know, there are obviously some things that I do with Aria, like before I put her down for naps, she gets Reiki from me. Like there's just little, you know, I always put up protective bubbles around her when she's sleeping. But I want to do more. I want to be able to have that life of magic, so that when she grows up, if she chooses to continue on with, you know, the pagan path with this kind of spirituality, that I've already built a nice base for her. If she wants to go and you know, go be baptized and be Christian, or she wants to be Buddhist, I don't really care, but I just want to give her a good foundation, a good morality. And so the first part of that book I noticed was a lot about pregnancy, but the last part, like the first half, it's a lot, which is really cool for the next time I have a little baby. I almost said little girl. I think my next one's supposed to be a boy, so but the last half is really what I'm looking at, like magical bedtime, magical mealtime, magical bath time, magical, like, and then magical me time, like how to keep, it's really, really interesting, and I'm really excited to read it. So those are all on my like current list to read, and so it's been making me really, really happy that I've been able to read. Aria goes to bed at about 8, and Kevin and I go to bed somewhere between 10 and 11, so those last couple hours at night have been really nice to just either bond, him and I, or be able to read, or I'm currently, the last few nights, him and I have spent a couple hours playing Stardew Valley. And I used to play it on the computer, but now it's on the PlayStation 4, and it's literally like a mix between Animal Crossing, Harvest Moon, and Minecraft. Like, all three put together, and I am loving it and addicted, and it makes me happy, and it makes him happy, and so it's something that I really enjoy doing. Plus, it kind of feeds into my list making. I'm a big list maker, and being able to cross something off of a list gives me a ridiculous amount of satisfaction. So I went through, there's a part in the game, I won't go through and explain it, but there's a part where you have to collect certain items, and so being able to complete the lists have been feeding into that, making me happy type stuff. Some other things that I'm kind of hoping to bring into 2017 and kind of add on to is, obviously I've been doing research on indigo children, and from that, kind of leading into like the rainbow children and that type of thing. So I've been doing a lot of research on that, which has been super interesting. And from that, I have found that I'm extremely interested in astrology. And astrology has never been anything I've looked into. Like, I've basically, looked up my horoscope and said, oh, cool. Like, I know that I'm an Aries sun sign, but I don't know what my moon sign is. I didn't. Because I never looked it up. I mean, I know that everybody has one, but I've never really looked it up. And I know that people have, like, multiple signs and multiple all kinds of shit. So I went and bought this with a gift card I got for Christmas. The only astrology book you'll ever need. I had multiple people recommend that to me, and so that's also kind of a project that I'm working on, is just kind of learning more about me, astrology speaking, because reading into that has really helped me to understand a lot about who I am, as well as being an indigo child. But all that kind of helps me to understand who I am and why I do things the way I do them, and it helps me to be a lot more accepting of those things, as opposed to being pissed off that I start a million projects and never finish them, that I'm hot-headed, that I have a really bad temper, that I'm judgy, that I'm, there's things that I hate about myself that I always want to change, and I can't seem to fix them. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that that's part of my makeup. Not saying that me running around being a bitch is something that, oh, sorry, I'm a bitch by nature. It's like, no, that's not what I mean. It's just, it helps me to understand, okay, I'm hot-headed because of this reason. And so it kind of helps me to realize that when I'm angry, and kind of help calm myself down a lot easier. So it plays into those things, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of what I got going on. I've got, also within 2017, I got new glasses. And I think I showed you guys on Facebook, but these are my new glasses. I still don't know what I think about them. I think it's because they're different. It's kind of like a newer style that a lot of people are wearing, and I just don't know if they look quite right on my face. So we'll see. How I pretty much only wear them at night anyway, because I finally got contacts back. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've got going on and what I'm adding into the new year. And I'm really, really excited. 2017 has treated me well so far. My daughter is going to be 9 months this month, which makes zero fucking sense to me, but she's going to be. And she's doing wonderful. She's such a sweetheart, and she's so much fun. And I have the day off today, so she's napping right now, and then we're going to go see her grandma, my mom, at work. And when she comes back and goes down for her afternoon nap, I'm either going to play my game, or I'm going to read, or I'm going to, I've been kind of cleaning up my bedroom, which is nice because I have a really, 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 really bad problem with clutter. And so on days where I feel like I want to clear clutter, I do as much as I can because it doesn't come around very often. So anyway, I hope to make more videos soon. And I hope you guys have an awesome day. And I will see you later. Bye.